No, we've left all the milk in the house and it's absolutely throwing it down. I've got no coat or out like that, I've only got t-shirts, so I'm going to make a run for it now. Bye! So it's raining again, and this is the sort of waterfall I get off my roof which goes to the second house, but luckily nothing really comes in. Well, I haven't seen anything coming in, to be honest. I can't see we've got a roof onto the top of the barn wall. Hopefully got a couple, so maybe have to attend to them at some point, but at this moment in time, yeah, it's really, really heavy. I'm in a t-shirt and I am running back up to the caravan at the moment, so this is where I'm going to stop. While I'm here, I'm going to break some of this stuff up later, so I may as well start doing it now. Yeah. Yeah, probably able to see that little leak onto the barn wall there. It's raining unusually, well, I think it's unusually heavy, but something may tell me different. And there's a little leak up there as well. On that wall. And luckily enough, that's barn up house, so yeah, it's still entertaining until we'll see what I can do. While it's been raining, I've brought some of this furniture up. It's quite a lot of it, well, most of it's full of woodworm, and other bits are just plyboard and stuff like that. If there's anything that looks any use at all, plank wise or anything like that, I've been keeping that. But most of it's just junk and woodworm. There's some of the cabinet that I'm taking to pieces now. As you can see, it's not very good. It's looking there. Got woodworm in the corners, bits are dropping to bits. I'm going to see if I can get them tables. There's a couple of tables here. The legs have had it, but some of the other wood's quite good. I took a cabinet to pieces earlier over there. I don't know whether you can see it just behind the fridge. Just come this way, all that lot stacked up there. Another cabinet underneath it of some sort. What I'm trying to do is make some space. So all this lot just looks like a junk pile, at least while it's broken up, you know, you can see, right, I can take a bit of that to down and burn it or whatever whenever I can. Yeah, so bit of a hard, you know, hard job, but because some of it don't come to good pieces very easy, but while it's raining I can't do nothing out there, so you know, may as well get on with a bit. Sorry, I haven't stopped that for now. That's terrible. So I'm just going to put that bucket under the worst bit, catch some more. Morning, so it's a beautiful day today. Nice blue skies, hardly a cloud, and it's just the odd one. I'm going to get a little bit of stuff cleared out the little house this morning. I've got some bits and bobs coming tomorrow, so just for storage I just want to clear one of these rooms out, and then we'll have a bit of space to do it. There's some of the wardrobe I cleared yesterday. Some of the stuff I was breaking up. I've still got quite a lot more to break up down there. I'll be doing that later as well. But at the moment, a bit dark in here to see, but there's an old blue table which is a bit grotty, some ladders which I may be able to use, and there's an old cabinet we're going to get out. I don't know what state it's in. We're going to lift it out first and have a good examine of it, and if it's possible, we might get it back in, painted up. You know, daughter may use it as a unit for putting the stuff on for a while. But that's about it really. So I'm going to make a start by moving that, sorting the ladder out and what have you. We'll then get that books and stuff off there and the cabinet out, and there's a bit of plastic and some pots down there. Should be quite straightforward, easy enough. Obviously I'm going to have to get Debbie to help lift that, but yeah, that's what we're going to do this morning. I'm beginning to get a little bit of space. Start to move things around a little bit. We've still got loads and loads of junk. We've got some good tiles behind there. Some odd bits of aluminium and what have you, pans, and some of my bed frame what I took out. I want to get that cabinet broken up. I hope you can see that because I'm not got the camera the right way around. There's a bag of something there I don't even want to dig through. Could have anything in it. There's the odd chairs to get rid of. There's an old folding bed by the look of that. What's been here? God knows. I'm slowly filling my cart up with wood. Where we're going to get rid of it after that I don't know. If not else it'll have to have a big fire, and that's all there is to that. But as you can see I've got some tiles down there. We've still got these fridge, freezer and cooker and bits like that, and yeah, I've got this cabinet to break up. This table has a woodworm in it more than what I thought, so we'll see what we do there. Only thing is now I've moved my chairs, I've got now to break up on, so I'm going to use this cabinet here. It's a bit higher, might have to move the telly what's on it because there's that old telly here, but yeah, we'll try on there. Might be able to get it into a few bits. Oh, there's a little cabinet there as well, what I've forgotten. Yeah, so we'll just get this one in bits first. Maybe could have stacked that a bit better having thought about it and seen what's going. So, this is the cabinet what I'd been in before, where I found the teeth, which were in this drawer. And it's also the one what somebody found this, what somebody did this recipe. I don't know whether you remember from earlier. Apparently it's some sort of chocolate cake. And there's actually another recipe on the back. So I don't know whether it'll focus on that, but there's a recipe on the back, and it looks like there's a couple on the front. If anybody wants to make them, try them, give me a clue what they are. Yeah, nice. We'll have a go ourselves. But you'll have to interpret it for me, because I can't read Portuguese and can't speak it either at the moment. Something I'm trying bits and bobs, but it's a very slow process. Farmer man comes around from next door and talks to me as though I should know what he's talking about. Now, to be honest, really we should, you know, it's their country, we ought to be up on it, but like anything else, it's a slow go. I've got a few words. I managed to go and get some bread rolls the other day, but then when I went for some gas I had some real problem, because they when I come back I thought I'd just try it. I got a new regulator and I thought I'll just try it before I pipe it up, before I do anything, because it was as a spare, and when he did it at the shop it didn't seem to put any gas out. So of course me when I got home had to try it, and of course I didn't get any gas out of it either. And when I went back up with it, it says, oh yeah, it needs a pipe on it to build some pressure. So it's like got a pressure valve in it. When you turn it on, put your finger over the end, and then it does put gas out, you know, a second or two, and if it had a leak it'd stop. So it's got like a safety cutout. Luckily enough there was a young lad up there, which I may have made an idiot of myself again, because he spoke more or less perfect English, and he spoke Portuguese as quick as what the Portuguese do. So he helped me, which I was very grateful for. And when he'd finished, I said, as I left, I spoke to him. I said, "You speak very good English." Now it might have been English who could speak very good Portuguese, so I might have made a real idiot of myself. I don't know, but yeah, you know, I'm going to do that over and over again. That's just how it is. So I think the camera's gone more or less flat while I've been doing that. It actually turned off. I don't know whether I turned it back. I turned it on properly, so we'll run it for a bit and see what happens. So I've got this cabinet here, what I'm using already, to break up. A couple of drawers with some bits and bobs in it. And all that stuff what I took out of that wardrobe yesterday to move across. Yeah, so I'm going to do a bit more of that and move that, just break these little bits up. I'll have my gloves on, because there is sort of spiders and nails and bits and bobs sticking out of some of them. Plus I don't really want to be playing with the mucky stuff. I am actually going to break that up. I'm just going to put it to one side. There's a big drawer there, I'm going to smash that. It's a bit big just to put there. This is out of the blue table. It's oily, I've got some woodworm in it. I did think of like a workshop bench, but I'm just moving woodworm around the building, you know, if that's the case. I mean, you see the dust coming out. So, yeah, just slowly take it to bits. Yeah, certainly got woodworm in there. Luckily enough, the main band supports are concrete, so I haven't heard a concrete worm yet. But if I see any, I'll start worrying about that. Yeah, you know, we should be all right in here. I know there's some wood spars over this tin part of the roof, but to be honest, I want that off. And then we'll have, we'll maybe get some of these concrete spars in actually to hold the front of the roof right across. They're not pretty, but you can put concrete spars in and then wood the front, you know, put a wooden beam across the front, which is just there for really decorative rather than anything else. Or we might do thick wooden posts. I want to do wooden posts. I'd like to use like tree stumps. Yeah, is that what you call them? Not actually stump, you know, sort of 6 foot high stumps of trees or whatever. They'd have to be longer than that actually, and then put the roof over the house. As a not the house, but the veranda part, patio part when we do that. We'll see what we can find at the time. There's a lot of things I'd like to do. A lot, whether I can do it, whether we can get somebody else to do it. The intention with this house has never been for me to do the whole project, it was to have help doing it. But I've been hearing just lately, you know, that I know some of the builders are a bit unreliable and what have you, and they come, they start, and you don't see them for a while. To be honest, it's a long project, so yeah, I'd be bothered about that to a certain degree, but you know, I don't want it leaving too long, and I certainly wouldn't want it leaving long with the roof off, if we need to take the roof off. But I'm more actually bothered that we can find somebody to come and start in the first place. So, hey, you know, if they don't, well, you know, I've got plenty of time. I can do quite a bit of stuff. What I can't do, there's internet, and I get advice from other people and what have you, so, you know, we'll have a go. Never been afraid of having a go at stuff. might be afraid of finishing it, but you know. And you learn stuff as you go along. When I first bought a house, I couldn't even wallpaper. So since then I've put kitchens and all sorts in. So, and I know it's not the same as building work, but you know, just got to try. A lot of old sort of metal bar, thin rebar type stuff, and all this wire was actually out the kitchen. This is what they hung the pork on, I think, when they were curing it, smoking it under that fire, which you've probably seen in an earlier video. Hopefully the earlier video will have been on by now. It should have been on already actually, but because we have no electric, I'm sort of working my way in bits and bobs. That's only a shallow thing. I'll leave that. No real need to break that up, I don't think. The more I can get broken up and out of the way, you know, the easier it is to see, the easier it is to move. And as I say, as last resort, the easier it is to burn. Good grief, well, that was full. So I've got another drawer full of bits and bobs. We'll have a look and see what there is. It's an empty bag, bit of cloth. That looks like some sort of slicer. Tin opener, I think we've got one of them. Pastry sort of marker thing. A couple of paintbrushes in with cookery stuff, that's always good. A candle. That must be emergency candle because there's emergency matches as well. Better have them out because I don't want to put them in the bin and it set the bin on fire. Yeah, bits and bobs I don't know what is. Odd knife and fork. I'm trying to put the metal in with a metal pile now. The rest of it I think can go in the rubbish. Paint brushes and stuff like that, they're clean, but, well, you know, old, clean sort of things. So yeah, should be doing this somewhere down here. There's yeah, spatula, another metal thing, metal pile. I know it's scruffy, that metal pile, but candle, bits and bobs, bit of cardboard. Yeah, nothing of any use. Nothing nice. I haven't actually seen anything much in here really. Another knife there, I don't like the look of that. And that's that. So that can go in our toolbox out of the way. Sorry? Oh, right. Okay. Tell you what, I didn't think there was going to be as much wood as what there is here. Don't like that odd bit of string there, it keeps dangling in my head. I keep thinking it's spiders. But I ain't got, I was just going to say I ain't got a knife to cut it, but I've just put one in the bin. So that's the thought. I'll have a knife to cut it. Not a very sharp knife, but it did the job. You know that feeling when you stood there doing something, you keep feeling something rubbing against your head. This cabinet has a marble top to it on the lower part. I thought it was in good nick actually, the marble bit, but it's actually broken in half. So. Not that I don't know what to use it for anyway. So. Now it's so just going to turn you off for a minute. I need a bit of a breather. You know, when you look around at this place, the biggest problem with it is the amount of blooming muck that's been collected over years. You know, these bits of wood and what have you. You know, it's just all collected up instead of being thrown away. I know Portuguese use a lot of stuff, recycle it, but it's just. I mean, I've taken some of that out of the house and what have you, and these pots what have just been kicking about and they've left a rotten ruin. But it's things like, you know, an old cabinet, old foot pump, and you know, bits and bobs. It's just the cleaning up of it really, and getting rid of what we don't want. Sorry, I'm moving that around fast. I mean, there's a big wooden box. Don't know what's in it. I ain't got there yet because of all the stuff on the top and all the rest of the stuff I'm having to do to get to it. I know there's stuff in the barns. We showed you that before. There's another big wooden box down there. No idea what's in that at all. Plenty of wood, so we should be alright for fires and things. Yeah, but as I say, most of this is concrete beams. I don't like the asbestos type roof. I know it's outside only on the barns, but I still don't like it, and at some point we will be doing something with it. Where it changes to tin is a right hodgepodge of bits and bobs of wood, and there's bits of old tree, which is fine, you know. I mean, it does the job of holding it up, but it's all getting old and tatty. You know, it's not good. I mean, especially down here, you know, it's all hodgepodge and bits and bobs. And I must say, I keep thinking, well, let's just rip this lot off and make it open from like that wall over there. There's a roof there, asbestos roof further forward, but from that wall really across there to this wall and all the way up to the top of the house across there is all, yeah, no good. The sort of porch over what's going to be Ellie Rose's house is, yeah, hodgepodge. Need to do something with that post. I don't know whether we've shown you that before. It's got a couple of cracks in it. Well, it's got one big crack in it actually. It sort of curves like a banana. You can't really see it from that side. I'll look around. Nice piece of steel and 2 bits of wire to stop it splitting any further. Which may be doing the job, may not. But the trouble with it is, when you get up there, it's yeah, it's not very good up there. It's a bit rotten, as you can see. And then that beam obviously runs across. Now the beam itself from that corner might be alright, but that post certainly won't be alright for too much longer. And then some bits of this under here have been getting wet. Doesn't seem to be any woodworm in it, it's just where it's been getting wet, but you know, I didn't want to be left too long like this, so we'll see what we can do. But as I say, one of my ideas is to get rid of all that tin. One, it makes a noise, it flaps during the night, somebody's chucked bricks and things on it because it's not being held up properly, as you can see. The last time I was here, because they've chucked bricks on it and because it was rotten, it's broken that bit, so I put a prop in off that wall as a temporary. So, you know, there's quite a lot to do, but I need to get rid of stuff before I can do stuff like that. So we'll just carry on breaking it up. So we'll just carry on a bit longer. Don't know what time it is or anything like that, but I'm getting due for a cup of tea. I maybe should have gone and got one while I was stopping. Cup of tea, how English. I love the Portuguese coffees when we go up. I still have man with milk in it. We have had it, you know, just the way the Portuguese do little ones. I quite like it like that actually. I was quite surprised. As you do, you just order coffee sometimes and you forget. So I've had it a couple of times like that, and yeah, it's all right. I do prefer mine with milk though, there's no doubt about it. Just flattening a few nails off, I don't like them sticking out while I'm working on stuff. Nothing for me or anybody else standing on them. Yeah, don't quite know how this will come to pieces. First of all, I'm going to have this big marble off, which is a shame it's in 2 bits because it's quite thick marble. To be honest, I don't know where I'm going to put it now I've got it off. This will be one of these other piles of rubbish somewhere. Mine. What do I do with it? I'll put it over there. It's probably how most of this has got some. So it's about time for another breather. I just want to try and get this guy done. It's been a bit of a bugger. It's only about 5 minutes since we other breather. But this is one reason why I had to stop